Frankie, thanks for your question. We addressed it the way that we addressed most of our games through the year, and that was to try and reinforce what we'd done well and to look at the areas that we could have done better. It's obviously a little bit different when the last game of the year is the last game of the year. We broke up pretty quickly. The players went and filled their boots with family and friends and regenerated. But it was important for us to address it, to look at the things that we could have executed a little bit earlier in the game that might have had us in a better position. And clearly a couple of key moments late that West Coast were able to do better than us. But take the lesson, be grateful, and then aim a little higher when we go into season 2019. Hamish, we are fortunate to have a fair bit of talent on our list at the moment, but I think that comes about because the talent has gelled together so well, in particular in the last 12 months. Each of those players understands that they have a role to play, and if they can improve themselves within that role and contribute to the team, that they'll give themselves the best chance of playing in our senior 22. It comes back down to training form, fitness, the work that they do. Last year, and we need to start all over again, and the boys know that they'll have those opportunities if they work hard enough. Mia, I'm presuming you're a West Coast fan, and you probably would have enjoyed the kick a bit more than I did from Dom. Justin Longmuir, as a coach in our box on our panel, had obviously been at West Coast for a while. I asked him probably 10 seconds before the ball was kicked whether he thought that he would finish it. His answer was he's a left footer. I said something expletive, I know that already. But no, it was a great kick, and it was a great finish from a player under real pressure and well executed. Well, Laura, I think it's self-evident, and I'm running with it at the moment, but I feel like I'm entitled to shave it at any point. Isaac's training really well. He's ready-made in many ways. He's a fit young man. He's a strong player already. Clearly a lot of growth and improvement in him. When you step into an AFL environment, there's always things that will challenge you, but his attitude's been first class. Q puts his best foot forward every time, and has settled sort of in those smaller back roles. And we may see him early in the JLT or early in the season, depending on how he trains over the next couple of months. Johnny, thanks for the question. Jordan's been fantastic ever since stepping foot in at the Holden Centre. We have trained him up as a key back, and he's done quite a bit of work through the ruck and forward for us. His key attribute is his strength in the air. He's a very good marking player, very good aerial player. His understanding of the game is pretty good, and he's continuing to work on his strengths, which are his marking and his body work in ruck contests. So we feel like he could play either of those roles at the moment, and he's performing very well in training in both of them. Matty, thanks for your question about Beamsy. Well, he's a gun, first and foremost. An elite ball winner in the competition, very good user, and just seems to find his way around the ground very well. His addition for us, we'll ask some questions, but clearly we like the answers that we're going to be able to choose from. Do we send a midfielder forward a little bit more in that mix? Do we rotate our midfielders through games a little bit more to keep them fresh in the season? What the best balance is, we will find out as the season progresses. and we'll have the opportunity to explore that as we sort of go through to make sure that we are finding the best mix from a team chemistry perspective. Thanks for the question, Jarvis. How do I keep in good shape? Stress is a very big part of that. But no, I like to get up early in the morning and get going. I suppose it's more about a mental fitness than anything else, mental and emotional fitness. I think it's important to make sure that you're up and about so that you can present as well as you possibly can for the players. They're the ones that have got to get the job done. But I enjoy staying in shape. Nick, I don't think anyone can fold a fitted sheet. I'd like to see the best efforts, but I've tried maybe once or twice in the last 10 years and I've really struggled.